Welcome back. This is East Meets West with Julia Zhang. So, Doug, you always show us your professional side, like these pictures have presented to us.
Yeah, that's how I like to present myself most of the time.
Okay, so very professional one.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So, but how would you like to describe another side of you in your daily life?
I am a fun guy.
Fun guy.
I like to have a lot of fun. So many people in Las Vegas don't enjoy the best things Las Vegas has to offer. I like fine dining. We have some of the best restaurants on planet Earth in this town. You should see them. We have some of the best entertainment on planet Earth. You should go see the shows. I also hang out with my dad. He's 84 years old, and we go to watch movies and stuff together. We have a lot of fun.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Okay, I have some videos about you. So can I show them to our audience?
If you insist. That's fine.
Okay, let's watch this video.
All right.
The Force is strong in this one. He is my father, Luke. He is my father.
Very funny, Ms. Zhang.
I just realized you're such a funny person.
I'm funny. I use sense of humor in the courtroom sometimes, very effectively. People like to hear that. It's a very serious, kind of scary place. So if you break the ice with a joke.
You have a magnetic personality.
Thank you. You have a magnetic personality as well. Thank you very much. That's very sweet to say.
Okay. Get back to your professional legal practice. So, how do you practice your criminal defense?
Criminal defense is a very, very important part of the law in the United States and in the world. We have a constitutionally guaranteed right to a criminal defense attorney, even if you can't afford one. And I take that job very seriously. The job of a criminal defense attorney is to make sure that if the prosecutor files charges against you, that they obey the rules and the case law when they do it, that they do it fairly so that if you are found guilty, it was a fair trial.
Okay, but when you represent those someone who is guilty,
criminal defendants,
is it difficult to represent them?
People ask that a lot. If you know the guy is guilty, how can you represent him? Well, I tell you, it's easy because my job is only to make the prosecutor obey the rules. If the prosecutor cheats in the prosecution, then the failure of the case is on them. But most people you represent in criminal defense are guilty. That doesn't even enter the equation from my point of view. I'm just trying to make sure that the state treats them fairly.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I understand. So any personal injury case you want to share with us?
Oh, yeah. I've had some really serious personal injury cases. I remember when I was a young lawyer back in 1985, one of my first cases was a motorcycle rider who went off of a car pushed him off the road at high speed, and he hit a chain link fence, and up on top of the chain link fence was a strand of barbed wire. The barbed wire hit underneath his helmet and just
oh my gosh,
cut his head off. I know, that's a scary, you should have seen the pictures, Julia. It was really scary. So I got that man's family a lot of money from the person who was negligent. The person drove him off the road.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So after so many questions, and I ask, and you have share with us your opinion and your practice and those are very important information with us. So I would ask you, when did you open your law practice?
That's a good story too. I opened my own practice in 1989, but for 4 years I learned how to be a lawyer from some top legal experts in Nevada. My mentor was a Nevada Supreme Court Justice named Michael Cherry. He taught me how to litigate, how to handle a case, how to be a good lawyer. So after I learned how for 4 years, I thought I'm going to be brave and go out on the street and open up my own firm. And I did. And it was very successful then. And it has continued to be more and more successful almost every year since then. The difference between those days and now is that I find many young lawyers who are graduating from law school and skipping the mentor phase. They graduate from law school and go out and open their own practice. Well, law school doesn't teach you how to be a lawyer. It teaches you how to think like a lawyer. But to be a lawyer, you have to learn from someone who's already in the field. And that's what I did.
Okay, so you learned from the case.
Well, yeah, your mentor, in this case, my mentor, Mike Cherry, would take me to court with him, and I would watch him try cases. And he would come to court with me and make me try the case and watch and correct my mistakes if I made them. It's a good way to learn how to be a good lawyer. That's why I'm one of the best now.
Okay, so the last question for you is, I mean, you know, there's so many legal service in the state of Nevada, and at least in the West Coast area. But how?
Too many lawyers.
Yeah, how do you differentiate your practice?
Well, that's a great question, and you differentiate yourself by giving a high level of personal service. If you don't bleed for your client, you're not doing your job. There's so many lawyers out there that take the cases, take the money, but don't really care. And you can't do that. You have to care about your cases, and you have to work hard. You have to be detailed. You have to get the work done, and make sure that you're always advocating for the client. Always, not what's in your best interest, but what's in the client's best interest.
Are those clients from different communities?
All kinds. I have Chinese clients. I have Hispanic clients. I have a lot of native Las Vegans. I represent a lot of people from a lot of different walks of life. I've represented everyone from very, very poor people, indigent people, to celebrities that you would know their name.
Okay. So thank you, Doc,
Thank you, Julia,
joining me today.
This was fun.
And for, I mean, all of this information,
Thank you.
Important information.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is East Meets West. This is East Meets West with Julia Zhang. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.
Thank you.